I dreamed I saw Hugo Ball. The night was cold, I couldn't even call his name, though I tried. So I hung my head and cried. I dreamed I saw Hugo Ball, and he looked fine, he stood tall, but he lived in a world of pain. I never saw Hugo again.
Mis zapatos están muertos, oh micrófono. Mis zapatos están muertos, oh micrófono. Mis zapatos están muertos, oh micrófono.
My shoes are dead, oh microphone.
Mis zapatos están muertos, oh micrófono.
Oh microphone.
Mis zapatos
My
están
shoes are
muertos, oh
dead, oh
micrófono.
microphone.
Mis zapatos
They are dead.
muertos, oh micrófono.
Oh microphone, my shoes.
Muertos, oh micrófono.
I
My
am.
shoes are dead.
Mis zapatos están
Yet what I
muertos,
am,
oh
who cares or
micrófono.
They are
knows?
dead, oh microphone.
My friends forsake me like a memory
Mis
lost.
zapatos están muertos, oh micrófono.
I am the
My
self-consumer
shoes are
of
dead.
my woes. They rise and vanish, shadows of
Mis
life
zapatos
whose very
están
soul
muertos,
is
oh
lost.
micrófono.
Oh
And yet I
microphone,
am.
my shoes
I live.
are dead.
Though I
Oh
am tossed
microphone,
into the
dead.
nothingness of scorn
They are dead.
and
Mis
noise,
zapatos
into the living sea of waking
Muertos.
dream,
Oh
where there is neither
microphone.
sense of life nor
zapatos.
joys but the huge shipwreck of my
shoes.
own esteem.
They are
And
dead,
all
oh
that's dear,
microphone.
even those I love the best, are
Mis zapatos
strange.
están muertos,
Nay,
oh
they are
micrófono.
stranger than the
Are
rest.
dead.
I long for scenes where man
Zapatos
has
están
never trod,
muertos, oh micrófono.
for scenes where woman never smiled or
dead.
wept, there to abide with my Creator,
Oh microphone,
God
my
to sleep
shoes.
as I in childhood sweetly slept,
They are
zapatos.
dead.
full of high thoughts, unborn.
My shoes are
So
dead.
let me lie,
So let me lie.
the grass below,
Muertos, oh micrófono.
above,
Muertos, oh
the vaulted
micrófono.
sky, the
My shoes are
sky.
dead, oh micrófono. My shoes are dead, oh
I dedicate this piece to Rob.
Ben den hen ken len men pen ten fen wen yen pig pen. A big fat pig sat in a pig pen. A wet hen sat in a tub. Ben get us a net. Len had a pet hen. Did Dad let Ken get a cap gun? Dad met Sis at 10. Did Sis hug him? 10 men sat in a bus. Can 10 men sit in a big bus? Ben den fen can man pen 10 when ban dan fan gin man pin din win ben len men ben when yet bat let met pat wet yet bed fat led net red tat red jet, fed a red in a pig pen, take had a red cat, a man led a pig, a man led a pig, had a man fed and fed it, had a pet and fed it, ham did get big, and fed fat, ham did had a nap in bed, get up, Ned, fed, sat up in bed, and didn't get up yet. Up, Ned, a jet, sat, up, did it, a butt fat, a jet, up, jet, fed, jet, led, red, dead, fed, led, when, beg, leg, meg, peg, Tim, ran, but dead, had, up, leg, head, had, a cap on, a peg, a leg, can, chip, meg, did, pal, set, up, did, pal, beg, did, pal, yip, did, pal, yip, pal, did, meg, had, fed, him, and can, get it, up, and get it, up, and can, and get, up, and rat, did, and get it, yet, then, up, pop, ned, get, up, beg, if, up, can, pop, can, beg, leg, bug, lug, mug, will, leg, can, leg, mag, bag, leg, bug, lug, mug, pug, bed, led, less, west, yes, hem, lem, pep, hep, lem, had, a cup, in, a pen, can, sis, hem, a biff, yes, sis, can, hem, it, jet, up, less, get up, let us in, this, less, get up, yes, less, did, less, had, pet, less, had, vin, dad, let us get a cat, did, west, get a cat, yes, west, did, lem, had, lem, cut, it, up, pal, sand, up, lem, fed, pal, hem, hef, pep, less, pep, him, hip, pip, leg, peg, web, mel, deb, jeb, zeb, dad, can, jeb, get, a cap, gum, did, dad, let, jeb, get, it, a cat, can, rip, a web, deb, had, a red, kid, bag, can, deb, zip, it, yes, deb, can, zip, it, mel, had, a tan cap, it, had, a bad rip, can, mel, get, a red cap, yes, mel, can, get, a red cap, zeb, can, wag, sit up, yes, wag, can, sit up, wag, beg, wag, deb, jeb, web, dub, jib, west.
What is becoming, it is past now. What is past, it is become again. All this, it is apparent now. An open ending, an ending opened into
Through
what
the
is
cold,
becoming, it is
through
past
the dark,
now.
through
What
the
is
everything.
Dark
It is
sayings of
become
tongues,
again.
the circle
Cold,
changes.
dark,
Dark sayings of
everything.
tongues speaking, the cycle
Through the
hides.
cold,
The caves hold in
through
the
the
blackness,
dark,
through the
through the
cold,
everything.
through the
Through the
dark,
cold,
through the everything.
everything
Holding dark
cold,
phrases,
everything
holding
dark,
broken sentences.
everything,
Remember to
everything,
return.
through the
Return.
everything,
What is
Return.
becoming, it is past now.
Return.
What is past, it is become
Return.
again. All this, it is apparent now. An open
Return.
ending, an ending open
Return.
into what is becoming, it is past now. What is
Feed
past,
silence to the
it is
eye that
become
gathers
again.
it.
All this,
Seeing
it is
movement
apparent
there,
now.
saying come
An
in and
open
see
ending,
the deep
an ending
touchings
open
upon you.
Into
That was a
what
long
is
time
becoming,
ago.
it is
The
past
body
now.
washed ashore in
What is
February
past,
could not
it is
be
become
identified
again.
in March.
All this,
Was
it is
consumed
apparent
by
now.
April,
An open
fed again
ending,
to sea,
an ending open
by June,
into
to
the
see.
circle changes what the dark
see.
tongues said. The cycle hides the caves. The caves hold blackness in their cycle. Blackness through the cold. Black through the darkness. Dark through the everything.
Become, it has
through the
passed.
everything,
Break
through
sentence,
the
hold the
everything,
phrase.
through
It has
the
become
everything,
again.
It has
through the
become
everything,
again.
Grown out of the
through
sea
the
this
everything,
morning, the window.
again.
I rose
It has
early,
become
walked to the
again.
shore, the sand, the frozen fingers, beneath me between the
has
toes,
become again.
leaves on the morning
It has
tide,
become
higher than I'd
again.
ever seen
It has
before.
become
I'd
again.
never seen
It has
before,
become
been
again.
before,
It has become
been
Came out of the
before.
house toward the
Been
beach.
before.
He'd risen
Been
early.
before.
I could see him there walking
Before.
down from the house.
Before.
The collar
It has
turned high
become
against the
again.
neck.
It has
Cloud of breath,
become
the
again.
morning
Before.
air.
It has
Walking
become
into,
again.
did I say into?
It has
He did
become
walk
again.
into the
It has
morning air,
become
the
again.
sea. Hello, I said. He said, hello. drifting out to sea, drifting out to sea.
He was
Drifting out
dead,
to sea, to sea, to sea, to sea,
walking
to sea,
away
to sea,
from the
to
shore,
sea, to sea,
Come
to sea,
again.
to
the
sea,
body
to sea,
washing
to
up
sea,
behind
to
him,
sea, to
the
sea,
face
Passing
wrinkled with
again,
care. I
the
said,
naked
it
earth,
has begun again.
Naked again.
What
through
she
the
said, I
passing
said,
earth,
it as
the
it began
earth
before.
passing naked
The walk
again,
in the morning,
through passing
the cold
through
air,
nakedness,
the
to
strangers
earth
who rise
again,
early.
the earth again,
It is not
to the
past,
nakedness,
it is
to the
become
earth
again.
It
the
is
earth
become again.
The nakedness in the earth again,
Become
the
again.
earth again, in the warmth of the earth again, the earth again, the warmth again of earth again, the warmth again of earth again, in the nakedness of earth again, the earth again, the earth again, of nakedness of earth again, in the nakedness.
Followed the
of
river back,
the warmth
up from the
again
house,
of
the
earth
sea.
again,
I had risen
the
early,
nakedness
rose
of
naked, the morning
earth
clear,
again,
early
the
spring, the
warmth
first
again,
melting,
earth
patches of
again,
snow on the
the
muddy
nakedness
ground,
of
skull of
earth
the rabbit,
again,
the bones that
the
washed
nakedness
in from the
of
sea,
become
the skull,
again,
the shoulder,
become
followed the
again,
river back,
it
the
is
early
become
buds, the
again,
first
it
gestures,
is
tied the
become
boots
again,
on, a sweater,
it is
the
become
morning so
again,
cold, the
it is
tide
become
low,
again,
the bones
it
we
is
found, the
become
skull,
again,
the jewel in the
it is
eye, where the
become
eye
again,
was, where
it
the
is
eye might
become
have been,
again,
saw the
it
jewel
is
half
become
buried in the
again,
mud, the
it is
first
become
buds,
again,
breaking early, I
it
said,
is
they're
become
breaking
again,
early, the first
it is
mud,
become
the
again,
slogging, back up
it
the
is
river
become
towards the
again,
interior shelf,
it
the
is
continent
become
moving, a diary, motion,
Trees.
motion.
She became the
Motion,
greenness, was
moving back
intense.
from the
Hills
motion, moving
hid.
into the motion.
Hills hid in her breasts,
Motion,
heaving
motion,
beneath her
motion,
silk dress,
motion,
her body
motion,
becoming
motion,
flat,
motion,
quiet, field,
motion,
clinging the
motion,
loose turf, my
motion,
fingers sink in.
motion,
The brown
motion,
soil, she grew up in
motion,
sky,
motion,
spread wide her lips,
motion,
loosed
motion,
open to consume
motion,
me, in
motion,
where the
motion,
ocean,
rising in
the
the
ocean,
nakedness
where
of
the
earth
ocean
again,
lay, where we had
the
played as
rising
children,
in the
which I had
nakedness
never
of
seen.
warmth again, the nakedness
different
of
now, we had
rising
both
in the
missed the
warmth
train.
again, the
How I
nakedness
ran
of
the platform
rising
lens
in
to
the
catch
earth
it,
again,
how she was
the
still
nakedness
sitting
of
beyond the
rising in the
wreckage,
earth, the
motionless,
green, the
her body
greenness
lying
in the
there.
rising of the earth
We were beyond
again,
them,
the
where I
greenness
don't
in the
know, but
rising
behind
of the
them and
warmth
behind the
again,
slow
the warmth again
hills,
of rising in the
flat
green earth,
land,
the green again rising in the
brown
warm
earth.
earth, in the greenness
thought
of
of
the
her
warm
body,
earth, the
the rewards
warmth
it
of the
offered
green
up
earth,
to
rising
sky
in the green
and
earth,
sea.
the green
I could
again
barely
rising
see
in the warm earth,
the sun.
rising
I
in
could
the
barely
warm
see
earth, again
hot,
rising
my
in the
body
greenness
hot.
and the rising,
I felt the sweat
warm
move
earth,
down me, heard my
nakedness
pores
of
open, the
rising in
body.
the
I couldn't
green
remember. Who was he?
warm earth,
Who was she?
rising.
Do you remember? Do you remember?
Do you remember? Remember.
She had risen early. Bright summer day, the grass was brown, the river sluggish flowed by the window. Leaned out over the street. Let's follow it down, she said. He'd said, let's follow it down. Find where the sea is. She said, I must find the sea. Who was she? Who was he? That day they'd risen late, breakfast cheerless, walked down to the street, the cars, the follow the river, she'd said. He'd said, we'll follow the river, a house by the sea. I want a house by the sea.
The rain of meteorites, fire from the sky seemed collapsed, his body stifled, the low drifting oxide tidal waves, his breathing difficult, back lashed against the rocks pelted down from the sky, collapsing above the dark cloak of a world the ancients had referred to in the days of Uzziah, Amos persecuted, killed for his truth-wanting lies, Passover, Haggadah, the worldwide consummation. They understood particulars, peculiar motive forces no longer sustaining the motion of its members, digging up the bones for $2 a day, the sea had cleaned, but still the lava clinging to the spine, carefully taken apart, casts made, skin within stone, a mouth in rock, the jawbone melting into red rock, a little fly in amber she wore around her neck, lost several years ago and returned anonymously to her 3 months back. The incessant movement of sea, words on the page, the white experience, black print objects in a landscape thought of as verbal. There where we stood, the sky firm again after many ages Blocks of blocks fell heavy on the camp bed. High again, the high sky blue again and high. Ice melt is flowing south. The animals no longer protected by the solid block of ice melting, showing their bodies, fresh meat after 20,000 years, hundreds dead, refrigerated, grass still in their mouths unchewed. How did that happen? Ice melting round the corpse, meat decaying, flies bred in the hot sun, smashed into our eyes, the body decomposing faster, the smell becoming perceptibly worse now, the sky so blue and the heat becoming perceptibly worse. Intense this summer we opened the tomb and saw the body of the last king of the Middle Kingdom blow away. Powdered history sifted through our hands, wiped clean at our sides on dirty shorts. Eyes fell in her pretty body there. Princess, forgive my eyes, fallen in their sockets like the aerolite in the presence of the emperor and court. Ensisheim, Alsace, November 1492. Escaping from me into warm air, felt the wall cold. The second I blinked, I thought, yes, I did blink. Closed eye shut for a second only. She had disappeared when my eyes were opened again. The sun gone, she had disappeared. The tomb door blocked and sealed. Passover, Haggadah.
The children's game, how they stood in a circle, danced then, the ring, the rose. They had risen early to seek the river. Walked out, she had said, we will not return. The death, the decay, we will not return, he said. Follow the river down instead, find the sea. Walked out into the street, found the children then. Stood in a circle with them, the dance, the blood that flowed, the skull they were to find. Later their hands now joined in the circling. It was spring or summer. Later they would live by the sea, a house, the children to play by the shore. Found that when it first washed in the body, their own bodies joined as it were. The children formed a ring, tossed the ball as they moved among them. The birds made love among the trees. We will follow the river. If there is a story, it is this. A stream to follow, a line that must continue, circles in on itself. The children dancing with it as they dance, the two of them. Follow the line from their house to the river, from the river to the sea.
Will you stay and see pretty Susie dance amongst them all? Will you drink of the blood, the white wine and the red? Or will you go and see pretty Susie when that I am dead? Susie charms the birds from the sky, the fish from out of the bay, and there she lies in a true love's arms, and there is content to stay.
The sea moved in upon them, the children gone, the house closed down, the walls moved in like the sea, like the liking linked, the lights moved in upon them, like the day before they're like the other, like liking not the reverse negatives, the lake that was not a lake but so much like a sea, like the liking he did like liking her, she did not know who she was or who she was like. The day rising early, she moved like the wall towards the sea, like she was drowning, like a drowning body washing in through the window. She is unlike herself, unlike me.
Princess, forgive my eyes, fallen between the fingers pressed against me. These are difficult times, the Middle Kingdom long ago gone, returning in the words that write it on the wall. Stone skull, perfect facsimiles picked up for less than $5 in any museum. That is not quite it. Forgive me, forgive this covering of myself in words. The energy drained from the tongue, stifled in bodies lying there. A major air crash, Malton Airport, less than a year ago. People driving out to see the wreckage, hoping for a body uncovered. The sackcloth didn't blow in the winds there. Snake-like blaze across the eastern sky. Stop cycle, stop cycle, stop cycle.
I glanced at my watch.
Cycle.
It was
Stop
daylight,
cycle.
and through the
Stop
window
cycle.
we could not see.
Stop cycle.
It was 7:30.
Stop cycle.
Daylight.
Stop cycle.
And I could not
Stop cycle.
see her hair.
Stop cycle.
I glanced
Stop cycle.
at my watch.
Stop cycle.
It was 7:30.
Stop cycle.
And I could not
Stop cycle.
see her hair.
Stop cycle.
The clock
Stop
on the
cycle.
wall of the station
Stop
waiting
cycle.
room was
Stop
striking.
cycle.
It was 7:30,
Stop
but we
cycle.
could not
Stop
see,
cycle.
hear. I
Stop
could not
cycle.
see her hair
Stop
with the
cycle.
light from the
Stop
corridor. The
cycle.
blinds were
Stop
down, the
cycle.
panes
Stop
cold. I placed
cycle.
my head
Stop
against. It was
cycle.
March
Stop
4,
cycle.
7:30.
Stopped
The lines were icy and the sky wide. We all felt but did not see. People were awakening and necks were stiff and suits were creased, but I could not see her hair. Breakfast began being served in the restaurant car. It was a cold morning. It was 7:30. Glanced at the watch. I could not see her hair. She still lay heavy in my arms, her neck soft, her body still, and in my arms as my fingers played her soft neck, warming to my fingers, played. My fingers played through her hair, played through her hair, played in her hair as my fingers played in her hair, played through her hair as my fingers played through her hair. Her hair. The morning sun behind the window. Beneath the hills, the faint bells came. I could not see her hair. My fingers played through her hair. I could not see, I could not hear the faint bells through her hair. The hills away, the faint bell lost. I could not see, but touch her hair.
What is becoming? It has passed now. What has passed? It is become again. All this, it is apparent now. An open ending, an ending opened into. What is becoming? It has passed now. What has passed? It is become again. All this, it is apparent now. An open ending, an ending opened into. What is becoming? It has passed now. What has passed? It is become again. All this, it is apparent now. An open ending, an ending opened into. What is becoming? It has passed now. What has passed? It is become again. All this, it is apparent now. An open ending, an ending opened into. What is becoming? It has passed now. What has passed? It is become again. All this, it is apparent now. An open ending, an ending opened into. What is becoming? It has passed now. What has passed? It is become again. All this, it is apparent now. An open ending, an ending opened into. What is becoming? It has passed now. What has passed? It is become again. All this, it is apparent now.
Doors close upon the clock, hours open. Time out of measurement rounds into a form, boulders shaped by hand or by the movements of the tide. There are elements the eye can't see, and every cell holds history its prisoner. Blood is kept as touchstone for the heart's remark, and words form in the maplessness of mind just beyond the telling of the mouth.
One must have. And not to think of any misery. and not to think of any misery, and not to think, then nothing that is, then nothing that is
the sun rising. I have driven over a road which is the mine. Blind as we sometimes think ourselves to be, there is a sea regarding looks, waves that we see. Eastward the sun rising, I have driven over a road which is the mine. Blind as we sometimes think ourselves to be, there is a sea regarding long waves that we see. Eastward the sun rising, I have driven over a road which is the mine. Blind as we sometimes think ourselves to be, there is a sea regarding long waves that we see.
What I am about to say could be monotonous, but what is monotony if what I am about to say exploits monotony? I don't know, but this still does not answer my question as to what is monotony. I will try to answer, and as I was the one who posed the question, it should not be very difficult for me to find one, should it? What is monotony but the removal of the joy of anticipation, and thereby the removal of insecurity? What is monotony but this? Whatever is a process of repetition is monotony. Is monotony a process then of repetition? This is another question I have asked. It is only right that I answer it for you. What is repetition? I ask again, what is repetition? What is it? Is it an extension of dimensions, a destruction of boundaries? It is only just that I answer these questions, as I am the one who has posed them. But first I should tell you what Gertrude Stein has said about repetition. Having read a lot of Gertrude Stein, I should tell you what she says about repetition, shouldn't I? And as I am the one who has just asked this question, it is only right that I should answer it. This is, of course, should not be very difficult, as I am the one who has asked the question. Stein says, repetition. There is no repetition. There is no such thing as repetition. What is a repetition but an increase in insistence, an increase in pressure, whether it is visual pressure or tactual pressure or emotive pressure? It is an increase in insistence, not repetition. As I reach the bottom of this page, making my first typing error, I have no desire to amend and pretend I did not make it. As I reach the bottom, I should repeat, repetition is not really repetition but insistence. What has this to do with monotony? As I am the one who has just asked this question, I feel it is only right that I should answer it. After all, it should not be difficult to do so, as I am the one who has just asked this question. If monotony is a removal, but there you see I've started on a hypothetical, which is not really very good. I'll try. Whoops, there goes my first piece of punctuation. Monotony, I put it to you, is the removal of the joy of anticipation. Although I personally find little joy in anticipating, monotony is the removal of...
What?
Nothing but no, and I, and I, and no. How falls it out so strangely, you reply? I tell ye fair, I'll not be answered so, with this affirming no, denying I. I say I love, you slightly answer I. I say you love, you pule me out and no. I say I die, you echo me with I. Save me, I cry, you sigh me out and no. Must woe and I have naught but no and I? No I am I, if I no more can have. Answer no more, with silence make reply. and let me take myself what I do crave. Let no and I with I and you be so, then answer no and I and no. Nothing but and. How falls it out so strangely, you reply? Tell ye fair I'll not be answered so, with this affirming, denying. Say, love, you slightly answer. Say, you love, you pule me outer. Say, die, you echo me with. Save me, cry, you sigh me outer. Must woe and have not but, and am, if, more can have, answer, more, with silence make reply, and let me take myself what do crave, let, and, with, and you be so, then answer, and. Nothing but and, how falls it out so strangely, you reply? Tell ye fair I'll not be answered so, with this affirming, denying. Say love, you slightly answer, say love, you pule me outer, say die, you echo me with, save me, cry, you sigh me outer, must woe and have not but and, am, if, more can have, answer more, with silence make reply.
After Finnings no score in the Montreal game, Dr. 5 to the in Philadelphia. After 1 Cincinnati.
A blue balloon. In the middle of a blue balloon. In the middle of a blue balloon. In the middle of a blue balloon. Middle of a blue balloon. In the middle of a blue balloon. In the middle of a blue balloon.
That sound, that terrible throbbing, what is it? My God, Lee! Is he on drugs? Harold! What are you doing?
Hold up! Open up!
Now we make the offering to the gods of your organ of blood! Amanda, at this moment, I don't really feel like discussing theology.
Blue at the center of the world, a dark cloud that rises. In the eyes, the iris at dawn the day before you. Walk through mist under trees, over the ocean into eternity. Vague, like a thought perceived in the eye only, no part of your mind. Strung out on the line of sight, you are tied to the thing you see. The perceiver is perceived, the seen sees.
In the middle of a blue balloon. Come in. In the middle of a blue balloon. Come in. Hey. Come in.
What's going on?
Come in.
You're shorter than yesterday.
Come in. I come in. Blue balloon.
I can destroy you! Only I have the power! You were once part of me!
Blue balloon.